just realised I haven't got a wire plugged in that needs to be plugged in. There we go. The stream may blip a little bit, but we're good. So, what I'm going to start with is a recording because I did some Doom, basically a bit Doom and Gloom video last week, and the idea of what I'm doing right now is to try and solidify my or utilize my time more. So that like the first 10 minutes of the video are going to be like recording the video. Sorry, the stream are going to be like recording a video, and then after that we'll just get into enhancing for profit in general. So we're going to do what we were doing last time. So without further ado, I need to pull up. Yeah, just ignore all this. Sound alerts still open. Right, so I want this. Then we'll close the other things on my other screen. Hey folks, so this week's video is what was meant to be last week. So basically I'm going over how to use my enhancement profit calculator, the lazy one. Now this is a copy, so that you won't see these prices that I've got right now because I'm testing a new theory out, and the new theory is basically 110 stacks and cheaper 70-80 stacks. Basically everything above 50 there's a cheaper way to get them. So I'm testing it out, see if it's more profitable. So far we're looking good. There's a lot more green than there used to be, but that's also thanks to the new update with the new accessory, which I do like now that I've read it properly. I was just a bit doom and gloom because I don't like the fact that it doesn't explode. But anyway, so to use this, you can change which accessory is in here. So if the one's not listed on here, don't worry. You can just change the name of one that you don't use. Like you don't need all Debreckers on here. You can just have one at a time and just put in other ones and it'll all update properly. Now, the way that I'd advise to use it, I always go with Forest Roano's because they're a good example, right? They're good profit right now. 142 million per successful try. Now, obviously, it's a 40% chance to get a try right, so you get them quite easy. That's English, quite easily. So you just check. You want to check the fail stack numbers, and then realize that you stood at the wrong place. Whilst I'm here, I'll do the quest because I'm pretty sure we still have the quest going, don't we? Yet. So talk to these guys. Talk to the right ones. Get your anniversary coins. So what you want to do is once you know you're getting your Forest Roano's, run all the way to your central market. Preferably be at the central market when you're checking it. And then what you do is Forest Rows. I think I've actually got a buy order on for them at the moment. I do. So I've got 30 already, but basically you just want to buy at least 40. I would always recommend. There's a purchase, but obviously there's only 35, but that's still enough. All my sissels are sold. Oh no, I've still got one sissel left. I've been selling sissels for a profit as well. That's how insane the profit has been going. Like sissels are profitable. How silly is that? I'll relist this. I'll just do some relisting. But always keep an eye. Cactums are amazing profit, so if you see that you can buy them, buy them. But always obviously try and buy for as low as you can. Anyway, we're getting distracted on the actual video part of this. So basically, so now we've got our first row of those, right? I've only got 35, so this is going to be a bit of a push. I'll probably only make one or two. So now we've got these. What do you do to make your profit? Well, if we go back to the spreadsheet, so we've got Forest Roano's selected, so we've got the whole line. For making your prize, you want a 15 stack. So if you look at it, prime make stack, it's just called a stack, but if you read it, prime make stack, that's the reason I've got it like that. So you just go do a make stack. So it's 15 stack anyway. So you just pop that in there and grab your 15 stack. Skip animation. and then probably make. I want to say I'll make 8, but it depends on luck. Like if I get a load of failures, I'm not going to be able to do 8. Because obviously it is still random RNG. It's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get 7 out of 10. The reason I say 7 is because this is a 70.5. So we'll just see how it goes. One more, and then we'll see. We might be able to push up. So that would be 1, 2. Yeah, so one more if we're lucky. If it disappears, it disappears. Right, so now you've got your prize. So what we're talking now with the prize. So we'll just pull this back up. So obviously we've just made 11.6 million per one of those. So we've got 9 of them. So that's already 99 million profit, or just over. So then next, we want to use a 30 stack to make the duos. So you just go back in here, make sure you've got your Blackstones. You can buy them off the central market for 120,000 per one. So you just buy like 9,000 of them is what I usually do in one go, and then just take 4,500 of the character and burn through them. So you have 2 lots of enhancing. So anyway, with your 30 stacks, you just click, just keep clicking until it succeeds. If it fails, it fails. You can't help it. With the 30 stack, obviously you've only got a 40% chance of success. So you're not going to be getting, or 44% chance. So you're not going to be getting like half of them like you usually do when you put in a higher stack on. Because usually you go 50% beforehand, but actually it's not as profitable. Now I've gone below average here, but because I've gone below average, what I can do is I can push up, see if I can get some more. So if you go below average, it's actually not so bad. You're not losing as much money because you're not using the cost of the stacks. So there we go, and then we'll put 35 stack in. Now we can't make any more, but hopefully, so we need to make these into our tries. So try make 40 stack, and that'll be 142 million per try. Now remember, I started with 35 of these, so generally it would be like 1.5, I think, off the top of my head, maybe a few more. I think I've been a bit unlucky. But my next one I might make loads over the average, and then that just changes it about. Always make sure to remove your stacks and then put in your 40 stack. You can just do that straight from there now, which is amazing. And then just enhance and hope that it goes. So this is actually a good example. You may not make money, right? I've just gone through all of those 35, made nothing. So it's not a great example of how you make money, but it shows that it's not a guaranteed method. Generally, you should make money, but you can lose it if you've not got enough to make the averages. So I've got a ton more of accessories here to click, so that's basically what you do. Now that ends the video, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. Now that's just the recording for the video for later on. I may edit that. I'm not sure I'm 100% happy, but that's how enhancing works. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. So now we're going to get onto the actual streaming content. First things first is we've got some Debo records to burn through. So hopefully we're going to get them, because I need to get 1 try Debo. I know there's a new accessory coming out, but to be fair, I'm just going to keep with Debos. Once I get pen Debos, I'm going to change them over to Nex, or whatever it's called. Basically the better version. It makes sense to go to the pen Debos in my opinion. So anyway, without further ado, we will grab our Debo rings and we'll put that back in there. I don't think I've got any other Debo rings anywhere. I'll just double check. Debo. It's just the try, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I need to pull up my spreadsheet. I'm going to move this off the screen just because obviously you guys do not need to be flashbanged. I can't see. It's fine. I was just thinking I can't see something, but right. So 50 stack for the pry, 70, then 100 stack, and it should cost us 8 billion to make one. We'll see how it goes. We're already majorly down. So 50 stacks. I need to do dodgy wise. Right, I've got this one here actually. So, but this is only 42, it's not 45. I'll take that back. So these, it's 45 stack, plus 5 of these is the cheapest way to make a 50 stack. This is a new theory that I'm working on. I'm still not 100% sold on it, but it's something I'm testing out, ready to release onto the calculator if it works, because it's going to be additional profits. It works out like 100 million per tet extra, which is no small amount, really, considering how much you can churn them out, especially without having to build your fail stacks anymore, right? You just buy them. So anyway, we will hopefully make 2 prize here. Add 5. Right, I've got 2. I mean, I'm not happy about this 4 out of 6 Agris, right? It's a bit of a painful thing, but we'll see how it goes, hopefully. So 70 stack, I have 1 sat here. Okay, so we'll do this one, see if this one goes. Okay, we've got 2 clicks for going to try. Tempted to see if I have enough Cronstones. I don't think I do. Cronstones aren't really worth it, but we've got a load. I say we've got a load. I don't have that much. Just spread out a bit. How many Cronstones do I need for 1 click? That is the true question. Might have the silver to get enough crons. Oh, okay. So it's only 800. I just need another 500. 500 is doable. It's like 1 billion. I'll get 550 because I think I was just shy of. We're just going to do vendor crons. I can't be bothered. Oh, I forgot that the 3 million now. I was on the old prices. 500,000 million. Thanks. I still need to claim my bartering goods, so I've still got more silver if needs be. I'm just trying to give myself one more chance to click it, you know. Hopefully it'll go on the first click and then I'm laughing, but I don't want to risk it. I could fail both of those duos. Quests. No, I want to shop. I want to buy this. It's not even funny. So expensive, but hey, 550. Don't want to use it all. Right. So let's see if we can get my my 5th try Debo. So that'll have a full set ready for when we can strip. That's the thing, right? So with the new artifact coming out, they're giving you a thing to strip cups for cheap. I'm going to use that to put the cups on my Debo, but I'm going to hopefully buy some more as long as I don't have an expiry date ready for when I go to Khazad. So I've got enough for 1 click. Use Cronstones. I'm not going to skip. It's 110 stack. It's a 100 stack, but I think I'm going to go 110. I don't mind going that little bit above, because obviously this is for myself rather than for profit. So let's hope. We've got a 50% chance, a 51% chance. So really, I have enough here to get 1 on average. It downgraded. That's just pain. That's pain right there. Right. So I do have enough for a 60 stack. Good. And then we'll add 10 of these. So this is how we get our 70 stack a bit cheaper. And now we'll just skip this animation. Okay, we're in a good spot here to lose all our money again. We will not skip the animation. Please. Like 20 million now. 20 billion, sorry, investment. I should have just bought it. It's not even funny. Right, so anyway, going back to making profit. Hungrad belt, I'm making 45 million per. I tried to sell some because I had too many. but they didn't sell. So I'm gonna. I mean, I've still got things on to sell right now, right? So I didn't make all my Forest Roanoas, but I've still got 4 waiting to sell. I've still got a Eye of the Ruins waiting to sell. We're just going to tap these up, I think, and just make it. So this is probably going to be most of our stream, right? I'm going to take these out now because I should have the space, or the weights, I should say. And then leave. There's actually enough space, in my inventory to try and make these. So I'll do like 4 of them. 30 stack to start off with, then 40 stack and 40 stack. I'm surprised it's a 40 stack and a 40 stack, but apparently that's the most profitable. Let's not put a 120 stack. In fact, I think a 120 stack can go on this side now. So 30 stack to start off with. That's almost a 35, but Thumbgrab belts are expensive. Is that? I've got Thumbgrabs. Look, yeah. I was just misreading things. It's fine. Skip animation. Use up 30 stacks. And then we're just going to be burning through these. And hopefully we won't have too many fails. I've had a lot of bad luck lately. But still, on average, we'll break profit. I think 4 rows is about correct with what I've got here. We're not pushing up to Tet anymore, we're just going to try. Oops. That's 8 in a row without a failure. There, we're at 78% chance of success, so it's going to happen quite a lot. I can't believe my debos went so badly. I'm not looking forward to trying to make Tet debos regardless. Never mind Go Pen. Enhancing for profit definitely isn't dead. People keep being pessimistic, right? So this is my copy. I'm testing a new theory to make a bit more profit. It's not out yet. But the main bit more profit that we get in is on the Tets. The up to try is still the same for everyone. But there's a lot of green now. Like, a lot of green. I mean, cactums, you're making 93 million per cactum. That is impressive. I mean, the fact that we've got something that's almost 700 million. I mean, it's a Debo ring on Tet, to be fair. That's 700 million. I just realised. So that's a bit questionable. But apparently it is profitable. But yeah, 408 million on something that's normal. 266 million. So we're getting profit back on Tets. But I mean, tries. There's so much profit on tries. I mean, I'm currently doing my belts, which are 45 million, so they're here. 45 million per one. So it's not dead. It's just a bit more calculating. I think you have to be a bit more calculating to try and get your profits, but they're still there. Just a lot of people are pessimistic, not gonna lie. But the Khazad update, right? At first I was like, this could kill off profit enhancing. I was like, this could be the end for it. But I misread it. I thought you could buy the material rather than just enhancing, but you buy the material to melt Tets and pens. I thought you could just melt a Tet or a pen or just buy it. So I misread that. But also, like, I can still see people just sidestepping it. Right, just make your Deborahs up to pen, and then just always use crons and farm your black rifts, whatever it's called, dark rifts, and then you just never need to do the melting Tets and pens ever. So I can see the market struggling potentially from it. I mean, the biggest thing is obviously people don't need to buy accessories anymore, really, because they have the new accessory that doesn't explode, so you just need one of it and then you're done. And it's customizable, so you can make it into any accessory you want, like stat-wise. Plus the cups have both sides, but anyway, I'll stop. I think I've made more than enough of these, mentioning stopping. Oh no, I said I was going to make 4 rows. I haven't made 4 rows yet. We're all good. But yeah, so I was being a bit of a doomer, not going to lie. But other people were also dooming. I did find out as well that today is mischief night, so apparently my neighbours think it's okay to throw eggs at my house. I tried to clean it off and then it just kept throwing eggs, so I was just like, nah, I'll leave it in the morning. But hey, what can you do? So, Stonegred belts, 40 stacks for both. That's a 40 stack still. Almost a 45 stack. Well, this is great, right? 50%. I think I had so much good luck in the last few weeks. The game's finally catching up with me and giving me bad luck. Like, my average is just gone today. Like, I should have made at least one try on my things. I should have at least made one Deboreka. I did 3 clicks on a 51% chance. Things are just not looking good. Hopefully by the end of the stream we'll make it back. I've decided also I'm going to try and sit at around 5 billion in actual silver for investing in things. Anything over 5 billion can go into progression, and basically progression just means trying for better devos. Keep clicking. That is general rule of thumb here. The fact that we don't have to do accessories, fail stacking is a godsend. Like, my streams require so little prep work nowadays. Quite enjoyable. Right, so not bad. 18. What have we got left? I'll probably try to make some more. So 30 stack, and then I'm gonna have to grab some more. But, oops, yeah, that's the wrong thing. 40. I think I'm gonna throw a 40 stack here. Right, yeah. So we've got potential of making one more, but I need to grab some more blackstones. Getting a bit low on silver now, but that's just because we're investing today. Can I actually fit all 9,000 on? I can fit all 9,000 on me. And I'm not even overweight. I'll take that. Still have the 40 stack. That would have been a mistake. 30 stack. And then the 45 stack. Right, okay, so we're now at perfect amount. So this is also using the 40 stack. Okay, at least we've made one. Put the wrong thing in there and it went, so I can't complain. Got a 30 stack in rather than the 40. Right, we actually might make above average on these. We'll see from there. Right. I'm actually curious about my, because that's my lazy enhancing calculator, right? That's quite profitable. I'm curious about the previous enhancement profit calculator. See what it's saying profit wise. Made 6. I would have liked 8, but still should be a little bit of profit in there. 6 of these, they're a bit below the price that I want. I'm just gonna have to put them here and hope that. I mean, prices have skyrocketed, so I'll just put them there and hope it goes well. I thought I got a few more cagtums than that, but oh well. I've still got plenty of cagtums to click. And then Cadres are to go up to Tet. So because they're going up to Tet, I'm actually going to do something that I don't usually recommend, but still going to be profitable. I thought that was going to be better to buy Rise there for a moment, but I read the wrong one. How much base silver do you need to start? Got like 12 trillion. Do you think that's enough? 12 trillion is definitely enough. I'm assuming you need 12 billion. Yeah, 12 billion is more than enough. With the new changes, literally, if you're just going to tries, you spend just shy. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. But no, 12 billion's enough. I generally try and have like 5 billion to use, and then anything above that I use for enhancing enhancing my own gear for my character. So 5 billion you can use pretty much click everything other than Debos. They're obviously going to be a bit more than that, but if you don't have the money, you can basically, I'd say 1 billion is enough to start making profit. The reason I'm saying 1 billion is because you're going to buy, well, you don't have to buy a billion's worth of Blackstones, I guess. Buy 500 million worth of Blackstones, right? And then just buy Cagtums. At the moment, Cagtums are still profitable. Like, it's 93 million per try that you make profit on average. And that's a duo, right? So you're doing a 15 stack, a 30 stack, and then a 40 stack. It goes through pretty well, to be honest. Yes and no, right? So that's a good point. Is Kazad better, easier to make? It's not that it's easier to make. What I think is happening is people are clicking for pen because of the Kazad. They're just like, fuck it, I'll just try it. If it goes, I'm going to get a nice Kazad. If I fail, I've got nothing. But at the end of the day, what's to lose? There's a new accessory that can replace it, right? So they can see this new accessory as it's replacing. It doesn't go like explode. It'll downgrade like armor if you're not using crons. So all the debos that they've been saving up, or all the debos that they've like been, should I try and click? They're just going to go for it. So that right now, or when it comes out on EU and the other service, it's going to do the exact same, right? It's gonna, everyone's going to be trying for the pens. They're going to try and make pens as much as they can, just because why not, right? They've got this new accessory to replace it. So they're going to go sell them because they've got these extra ones if they're lucky. And then everyone else is just going to buy them, and then it's just going to stop. So it's just, it's an influx right now, and then it's going to disappear. It's going to balance out, in my opinion. Right, so that's something that I'm working on, right? The Crystallized Despairs being so expensive. I found a trick to bring down the prices majorly, especially with Crystallized Despair on EU going up in price. They're like 25 million. I don't know if they've come back down. I'll double check. So if we go into Crystallized Despair, oh, they've come down again. 22.6. They've really peaked earlier. But, right, so this trick that I'm going to tell everyone the trick. but I'm just making sure it works on my calculator because it's a little bit complex. There's still a few issues, like it's saying it's a 110 stack. You can't apply a 110 stack, right? But if we go into the fail stack pather, because I've put it into the fail stack pather for my version, it looks messy because I've added an extra row. So what we're doing is for 100 stack, it's still like the 1 billion for 100 stack, but that's actually for 110 stack. 100 stack now is 745 million, right? That's just shy of 300 million cheaper per 100 stack, just because we're using Valks. Valks are actually pretty easy to get. I've got them valued at 4.5 million, and work out the value for yourself for what you're doing for it. Maybe yours are worth a bit more, but that brings the price down so much that it makes so much like easier profits. Like it works about 100 million, as I said, on the actual profit on enhancing, even though it's almost 300 million cheaper. It really stops it from hurting when you're making those 100 stacks. But the calculator itself, I don't think it's working 100% how I want it working, so I've not released it yet. I'm just testing it out. I don't want to release something that's not working right, and it's going to confuse people as well. So like this says that it's a 70 stack, but what I'm really needing to apply is a 60 stack and then applying Valks. So I was going to work a way to basically show that in here, so it'll be like 60 plus Valks. But I was going to see if I could make a toggle, so you can just toggle if you want to use Valks to make it cheaper. Otherwise it's going to be confusing for people that get into it straight away. I still want it to be like that easy, lazy calculator rather than the normal calculator that I've got. I'm going to pull the normal one up. So normal enhancement profit calculator, right? I mean, still, it's not bad on a normal enhancement calculator, right? Not making as much money on things really. So it's actually it's still better doing the lazy version rather than the normal, which is odd. You wouldn't think that would be the case, but it is the case. So 100 stack being 700 million sounds much nicer than it being a billion, right? But obviously if you want 110 stack, because that might be the best to go in there, then that is going to be 100 million. So like for example, a lot of the tests that I've done are actually 110 stacks better than 100 stack. The only one that's two that are 100 stacks is Ocean Haze and Ethereal. They're the only two that 100 is better than 110. There's ones which are lower than that, but generally the ones that were 100 have gone up to 110. Right, I've just done my clicks on there, and then I need to yeah, I shouldn't have took that extra one out. I'll just save that extra one. We don't need that. We'll get some clicking on cagtums, because as much as I like to say they're a beginner enhancement item, they're profitable, so why not? Let's not use that stack. We want 15 stacks for base. We'll try for... What did I just do that? What? Game? I used Cronstones! I was using Cronstones! How long have I been accidentally using Cronstones for? Don't use Cronstones on cagtums. Oh my god. Oh, that's not even funny. Thought I cheated the game by it not exploding but failing. But just accidentally put Cronstones in. Oh god, see, this is what was happening to me off stream this week as well. Just getting so many failures on a 70% chance. Like, how are we only at 8 out of 15? That's not 15, that's 13. That's almost 50%. 50% is not how that works. But shush. Oh yeah. I always do this, right? It failed. Would have had to fail 2 more to be 50%. I don't know what my brain's doing. can't believe I just used Cronstones on that. Not even funny. It is quite funny, to be honest, but not even funny. 35 minutes, I'll just double check on time. How can it be so low? I don't think I'm going to be able to do 4 rows with how bad. I think I'll have to go 3 rows and play it by ear. Right, I should be feeling like 1 in 4. Well, just over 1 in 4, I guess. Right, so they still buy Tricactums for the journal. Why the hell do people keep buying up Cactums? It's not just for the journal. You can melt them down for something. They're melted down for a resource for something, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, isn't it for mythical mounts? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they are melted down for mythical mount ingredients. Probably wrong, but there is definitely something you can melt them for. Why they're so profitable. Let's have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do a few more. But yeah, they can be melted down for something, which is why they're still profitable. Not just for the book. But okay, I might just... Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll go for 4, smeg it. We'll be fine. Not fine. Not fine at all. Yeah, when you're at the point where you should just stop, accept failure, and just move on to the next tier, but you just keep clicking. Like what? I haven't even got enough to click all these prize at this point because of how much I failed. So Cactum Duos 30. Oh well. This is actually a good start for once. Probably because I don't have enough to go up to Tet. Tet? We're not going up to Tet to try. If there's more Cactums to buy, I'll buy them. So we do the Cactums, then we'll do our attempt at doing a Tet on Cadres. Unfortunately, Cadres are only Tet profit, really. I mean, there is other ones, but it's such a marginal profit, it's not really worth going for it. Right. Central market, manage warehouse. I should have gone into sell. Relist. Yeah, it might be enough here. Hopefully there'll be enough there. Put a pre-order in. 17. I was just trying to think, but I'm just going to check it. mean, right, I'll check the actual used in processing recipe. Melody of Stars, that's what they used for, the Melody of Stars. But what are the Melody of Stars used for? Breath of Ahaz Dawn or Old Moon Censer. Yeah, the Old Moon Censer, there we go. So basically, it's used for making a musical spiritual wall lamp as well, apparently. Old Moon Censer, so I was correct, and Vahaz Dawn. So because it's used for making those things, that is why cactums are profitable. Still don't think I've got enough bases, but if we can make a few tries, at least we've got some money. And this 30 stack will be left over. Oh no, it went through. Right, what have we got? We can, yeah, we'll be able to make a few. So 40 stacks now, yeah. Generally, it's a 40 stack for any. Oh, there's one's 45. Omnis Rings a 45 stack. And then obviously your Devos and that are all 110 stacks. 100 stacks actually. It's not 110 for those. Right, so that's not a 45 stack yet. It is now though, so we'll save that and grab 40 stacks. Because our 45 stacks can be used as 50 stacks. Pain. Lots and lots of pain. Oh, I haven't done Isabella yet. Oh no, I did it yesterday. It's not worth doing daily, honestly. I did the thing to get the soul mirror, that's all that matters. Oh, I don't have any bases, but I started to get a few more out there, so that's fine. How many have I got left to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Manage warehouse. I mean, that's the thing. It is really a good thing. Like they try and reuse things. Like a lot of the old accessories that have been useless with this Khazad, like having, yes, you have to make it up to 10 pen, but there's now a use for them. Like Sissels, for example, there's a use for Sissels now. So it's nice to see them recycling old content. When I say recycling, like making new uses for it. It's annoying though, right? I bought these Forest Furies and the around here somewhere. I think they're up near the top actually. Yeah, the combined magic crystals, and then they announced the event where they're just going to be like 10 million per cup removal. So then, know what I'm doing, but I'm not finding it. So yeah, they're still in there. I want to sell my cactums. I couldn't find them. Oh god, yeah. Let's ignore the fact that someone's min priced. We're just gonna put a base price, and then yes. So it's not worth to make them right now, but once there's enough pre-orders at like the top marker to push them up, the value is going to keep going up and up to the point where it's going to become profitable to enhance. Because if you look right now, like beforehand, it was all red, it was pointless. Your Ring of Crescents are now barely profitable at Tet. Your Eye of the Ruins rings, profitable. Again, these are like barely profitable. Bazis have come back. Narcs have come back, and Centaurs have come back. Now, what's weird, right, is Ogres came back mid through the week and then it's dropped. So because there's more demand for them now, the prices are going to go up. So potentially it's going to be great. There's no guarantee, So there's my pessimistic view that I did last week, right? Of it's going to kill the market even more. But then there's the optimistic view, which I am now in. So I was pessimistic before, but now I'm actually optimistic because I think it can go up. I think it's going to build to be profitable because of what I've seen happen over the last week. If this trend continues, enhancing for profit is going to live again. Anyway, so rather than just speaking, I'm bad at that. I just speak. I need to do some trees. Did I get them all out there? I think I did. Yeah. So Cadre's only thing worth going to tech right now. 20, 35, 40. We'll do 2 lots. Oops. You've got to love that, like, awful start. How much do I make per session? Right now it depends on if I can buy enough bases. But generally, if I have time to sit down and then like do it for longer, I would say on an average day, so not like today where I'm making not as much, I make easily 1 billion per hour. Probably can be pushed up to be more than 1 billion per hour, because I'll have a look and count. As I said, today's been a bad day, but once I've done the cadres, I'll count what I've made and the amount of silver, like pure profit on average from them. I don't like that I keep doing this. I was thinking I'll get 2 rows, but I don't know if I will. I think I will, actually. Wow. Oh my god. That's the thing with the new fail stacks that they brought in. It's 1 billion active. Yes, you're active, but there's no like in the background fail stacking anymore. So it is literally 1 hour's 1 billion. After Kurzad, I think it's going to increase. I actually think we'll make more profit per hour. The market is in such a good place right now. I don't want to be doing any more bases. What am I doing? So 35 stacks now. I have seen your question, by the way. I'm just like brooding. Told you today is not a good day for my fucking enhancing. Jesus. At least I had a few successes in a row. What stacks? Yeah. Okay. 45 stack. We don't want to waste 45 stack. But yeah, sorry, I'll answer your question. Yeah, basically, because of the price relative to the new material, because the only way to get that material is melting tets and pens, right? Pens, I don't think will ever recover in price, regardless. But the tets, I think that profit's going to come back. especially like for a couple of months, right? Because there's going to be everyone's going to be trying to get them for the first couple of months, especially with the fact that it's gated behind Dark Rift bosses. Once they start adding the additional ways to get the deaths enhancement, then I think we might start to struggle again. But generally, I think until then, I'm just going to move these three down to here. I think we'll see a lot more like revival of enhancement for profit and a lot more increase in profits. But then after a few months, I think it might come back down a bit again. I don't think it'll die to the point where it is now, but I think it will come back. Basically, because unless there's other things announced to keep it alive, it usually struggles. We'll do 2 at a time. $35 stack. Yeah, forgot that 35 stack there. 40 stack. I mean, one of the biggest problems is getting the bases because everyone's competing. Yeah, profitable to enhance. See that there's a lot more calculation that goes into that one. It's possible to do the calculation. I've done it on my normal enhancement calculator, right? I've done it on Boss Gear and Blackstar, mainly on Blackstar. Blackstar used to be profitable. I don't know if it still is. It depends on how you build your stacks and things. The best way to do gear profit enhancing is either see it as you basically building a 240 stack, right? See it as either you're making 3 240 stacks and you might be making a little bit of a loss on the gear, or you're making profit on the gear but you're still paying for 240 stack. That's the only real way to do it, because obviously it's difficult to go up to a pen Blackstar, right? I know from experience it's difficult. So there is profit from gear. It's just a lot more difficult because obviously the items don't disappear, so there's a lot more availability on the market. And if it downgrades, you can just keep pushing to upgrade again. So it balances out quicker, in my opinion, with gear. So there is gear that's profitable, but the profit balances out quickly because people notice where the profit is. People make that equipment, and then it balances because the equipment never explodes. So if you fail, you just get a lower grade, or if you use crons, it doesn't go down. Like with accessories, even if you use crons, it goes down. So it creates that gap where the supply doesn't end up going too high. Basically, that's the biggest difference. Do 2 more bases. I don't even know why I'm failing so many. It's not even funny. Right. So I have 35s. Of 45. I have a chance to get a pen. A pen? I'm not going to pen. Let's not do that. But the thing is, right, as well, bases for accessories generally drop quite easily. There's a lot of bases, like there's a lot of ways to get them. You could even start farming them yourself if you wanted to. That would increase your profits. Like if you're getting your bases, I mean, yeah, you could probably farm elsewhere and make like $1 billion profit nowadays. But if you're farming somewhere where it drops anyway, it'd increase your profits. Right, so 80 stack is the best way to do this. Do I have an 80 stack on here? No, I've used my 80 stack up. Right, so I don't have enough crystallized to spare. I need 24. Market is not at a nice place right now, but hey, still profitable. you know, I didn't brain properly. See, this is what I'm talking about, my new calculator needing sorting out before I release it for everyone. So using a 70 stack so that we get the most profit, we're just putting in a 10 because that makes our stack much cheaper. And then we're not going to skip, and we might not even make a TET here because of the way that it's gone. Like, I should have had 4 of them, and then on average I should have made 1 potentially 0.89. But with the way my stream's been going, this is going to be a nothing. So again, I've lost money. I knew it. Yeah, so today's not been the best example of making profit, but I'd say I've broken even probably from what I've made. Is there more right, there is. I need 8 cactums. Cactums are profitable regardless of what price you get them, but try and get them low because obviously make a bit more profit. So let's get our cactum on. 40 stacks. $40 stacks. Yeah, that's still a 40 stack for 2 clicks. Oh, 45 stack. 40 stack. I'd have preferred that to fail because then the next one wouldn't have used the stack up, to be honest, when you're at that point. I don't know what is going on today. I mean, it's just not my day, but tomorrow I'll probably make loads. Right, so I'll relist this. Ignore the person who put it at min price. So I didn't make the Sicils today. I didn't make any Forest Roano's because it was not lucky. So I've made, let's say, 1 billion after tax on that. Tungrads, I've got 1.25 billion per one. I made all 6 of these. But saying I made all 6 of them, oh god, I've just broke my spreadsheet. Let's fix that. The Tungrads, only 45 million per on profit wise, right? But I started the stream with like 5 billion, and then I wasted 1.5 billion on Bronzestones for my Deboreka, which still didn't go, even though I had 3 clicks at 51%. Anyway, I'll not rage too much on that. But yeah, anyway, so my cactums, let's say, I mean, they were below average, right? But it's 93 million per one. I made 5. Let's take off 93 million because it was below average. So we made just shy of 400 million there. And then just over 300 million here. So let's say 700 million profit. Yeah, I'm happy to say 700 million profit today. It's been 59 minutes. So 700 million profit, right? And I was well below average. The reason that I've still made 700 million profit with being below average is because I did so many clicks. I did multiple different types of gears, ones that I couldn't even sell because I didn't make anything out of it, right? So I did like my Cadres, I didn't get anything. My Roanoros, I didn't get anything, but that's because I already had ones to sell anyway, so I don't mind that. And then I've got my cactums where I did make some profit, still below average, but still made profit. Still waiting for this Eye of the Ruins to sell. Hopefully it'll sell because that's another 100 million profit that's sitting there. So as you can see, I've got a lot of silver, right, sat in items waiting to sell. So even if I only have 1 billion silver right now, I know I've got plenty of profit. I'm going to check which is earrings it. I'll find something that's not profitable. Leighton's Power Stones aren't profitable, but I do click them. Tongue-Bred Necklace is actually coming back. I was going to remove it, but Revived Lunar Necklace, that is dead content. Witch's Earring. Pull this across. Witch's Earring. Holy sh... I mean, buying that Pry, but that's also going to bug the hell out of me. Like, that's more profiting than Cagdums. And what? How many Witch's Earrings are there on the market? Because people don't bother with them. So I need to buy... Oh god. Right, okay. Before anyone else beats me to it, I can buy a few of those because I bought them below. That's usually how I work my maths as well, right? I'm just going to buy out the bases as well. When you make that much profit, you buy out. How many of these are at min price as well? I don't even think there's 10 to buy, but we'll buy, and then we'll cancel the pre-order. Oh, there we go. Our Sissel finally sold, so I can do more Sissels. Are Sissels still profitable? Yeah, 51 million per try. That's a pretty good profit. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up now because we are over the hour. But yeah, that is how easy profit is made. Like, the fact that I went below average by quite a bit but still made profit. One of the main reasons for that as well is when you go below average, yes, you're losing the items you're clicking, but you're not losing the stack, and that's the expensive part, right? So like one stack at like let's say you're using 100 stack to make your tech, right? That's obviously normally it's 1 billion. If you fail, you've not paid that 1 billion. You've only paid your base prices, which is like what, 30 million, 40 million, depending on what you click in. Like, some of them are really cheap at base, so you're not spending that much, which is why it's so much easier to make profit when you're below average. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've actually enjoyed and obviously found my content useful, because obviously I want more people to enhance for profit. I know obviously that affects the market. The more people that are making them, the harder it is for me to make profit. But if it's something you enjoy, go do it. I mean, that's why I do it. I enjoy it. Anyway, so that's everything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I did record a video at the beginning of this stream, but I think I'm going to do it again. There's a few things that I missed, I remembered whilst I was going through the stream, so I'll probably re-record and then do a video and release that. So that's everything. I keep saying that's everything, but yeah. Anyway, I'll see you either in the next video or on the next stream. Thank you for watching. I've really appreciated all the engagement today. So again, next Wednesday, 8 PM to 9 PM. If I keep getting this sort of interest, I might try and extend the stream, even just by another half hour. We'll play it by ear. Basically, the more popular I get, the more I'll be able to stream. Ciao for now.